Hey everyone, today I'm really digging this Suevery Prebuilt Gaming PC Desktop. It's a solid all-rounder for the money. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been running it for a couple of weeks now, mostly for gaming and some light video editing, and honestly it's handled everything I've thrown at it without breaking a sweat. The Ryzen 7 5700X is a workhorse. It's got 8 cores and 16 threads, so even when I'm streaming and gaming at the same time, the frame rates stay smooth and the temps stay reasonable. I was worried about thermal throttling, but the included cooler keeps it locked in under load. The RTX 3056GB is no powerhouse for ultra settings at 4K, but at 1440p it's more than enough to hit 60+ frames in most modern titles. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077 on medium-high with DLSS and it's been running great. If you're mostly playing esports titles like Valorant or Fortnite, you'll be pushing well over 144 frames without issue. For productivity, the 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM and the 512GB NVMe SSD make multitasking feel instant. I had Chrome with a dozen tabs, OBS open, and a couple of Unity projects running in the background, and the system never once stuttered. The SSD boots Windows in under 10 seconds and loads games almost immediately. Wi-Fi 6 is built right in, which is a nice touch because I don't have to mess with dongles or extra adapters. My router's a few rooms away and I'm still pulling over 300 megabits on the 5 gig band, so streaming to Twitch while gaming feels stable. The white case looks clean on my desk, and the tempered glass side panel lets you see the RGB fans inside. It's not over the top, just a tasteful white and black scheme that won't clash with most setups. I've also used it for some light 4K video editing in Premiere Pro. The Ryzen 7 and the NVMe drive cut render times down noticeably compared to my old laptop. I was able to export a 5-minute 4K timeline in under 3 minutes, which is impressive for a pre-built at this price. If you're into VR, it'll handle most current headsets too. I ran a few Steam VR demos and the RTX 3050 kept frame times consistent. Now, it's not perfect. The included mouse and keyboard are basic, so you'll probably want to upgrade those if you're serious about gaming. Also, the 512GB SSD is pretty small if you plan to install a lot of games, so I'd recommend adding a second drive or using an external SSD for your library. The power supply is 550 watts, which is fine for the RTX 3050, but if you ever swap in a beefier GPU down the road you might need to upgrade that too. Overall, this PC gives you a lot of performance for the price. It's quiet, stays cool, and looks good on a desk. If you want a hassle-free machine that can game, stream, edit, and handle everyday tasks without breaking the bank, this is a really solid choice. Link is below, check it out if you're in the market for a new desktop. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Suevery Prebuilt Gaming PC Desktop, Ryzen 7 5700X, 8-core/16 thread, up to 4.6 GHz, RTX 3056GB, 16GB DDR4 RAM, 512GB NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6, 4K editing streaming VR, high-end computer tower white sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like strong multi-core performance for daily and gaming needs powered and versatile performance for gaming and productivity designed for actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile. After the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Suevery Prebuilt Gaming PC Desktop, Ryzen 7 5700X, 8-core/16 thread, up to 4.6 GHz, RTX 3056GB, 16GB DDR4 RAM, 512GB NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6, 4K editing streaming VR, high-end computer tower white usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.